excited to introduce the woman who played Justin Taylor's mom. The person who I most often get, people come up to me all the time and we're like, we liked you, but we loved your mom. All the time. The brilliant and beautiful Sherry Miller. Justin's best friend, Daphne. The person I had my first scene with on camera ever in my life, I think. The also brilliant, beautiful Makyla Smith. This is my family.
Back together again.
So, yeah, you guys have questions for us? Anything? Let's do it. Nothing.
Everybody talk at once. I'm coming.
Great. I mean, well, I'll talk. The first scene that I think I ever shot was in front of a pool,
Yes.
and it was Daphne and Justin like throwing pebbles in the pool, and I don't even remember what the conversation
We were
was.
playing with our toes in
Yeah.
the water. I remember that there were airplanes. There was airplanes.
Yeah, it was near the airport,
Yes.
so we had to stop a lot for airplanes,
Yes.
for sound.
Yes.
And then you worked with me right after that
Right
scene.
after that, yes.
Oh yeah, it was this fight. It was in that house.
You came home.
I don't remember which one it was, but I was aware that it was your very first day on camera, and I was like, oh, look at you! You just got that down. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd arrived in Toronto like a week beforehand. Graduated from college like 2 months ago. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
So in season 1 and episode 2, maybe you guys first scene, you talked about Brian said I love you to you last night, and is that true?
Justin says that?
Yes, that's so to Daphne.
Do you remember
I
that?
don't.
I mean, I'm imagining if Justin said it, he was lying.
He had to have.
Yeah, I'm sure he was
Had to have
lying,
been.
because I don't think
I don't think Brian said that.
No.
No, the context was that Brian was tripping and that he might have said it because he was tripping.
Oh, maybe. You guys, it was a long time.
So is that true?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If he did say it, I would imagine he was tripping his balls off. Or else Justin was lying. You know what? Maybe it was like to show how naive the character was at the time. Maybe he was tripping and
Right.
did say it, and Justin took it seriously.
It's sort of ringing a bell for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, I love you.
So definitely, does Justin ever lie to you? Never lie, right?
No, we were besties. He told me everything. I told him everything. Yeah, that's what besties are for.
Yes. So Brian said that.
You got me in a corner. That's what yes, he did.
There was another one behind you.
I guess any of you guys can answer this, but out of like all the roles you've ever played in like any production, like what is the character that you've played that you can like you feel like you most relate to?
Probably this, because I mean, I'm a mom too, and am I doing something wrong here?
Should I just yell?
Because I'm a mom too, and you know, my kids all happened to be straight, but they had other things that you know I was not thrilled about, and you know, as far as her not being thrilled, what's her name?
Jennifer.
Yeah, as far as Jennifer, you know, having a problem with Justin's coming out and stuff, but and now I just lost my train of thought. You are so good at this. Like like, okay, you talk.
I can't think of. I mean, I feel like it's whatever character I'm playing at the time. I feel really invested in. The one that I relate to the most. I mean, right now it's the MC, but I related. You know what? It is true. I love roles that have a significant like mother-son relationship. So I definitely really love playing scenes with Sherry and that relationship.
Me too, man.
Yeah. I remember in the car scene when I like ran out. Yeah, and I did a production of Ghosts that's sort of all about the relationship with the mother and the son. It's always, I mean, I've had a very close relationship with my mother, so that's always very, I think it's a relationship that I relate to easily, theatrically. Yeah.
And for me, yes, I guess Daphne was probably the character that I related to the most. In real life, at that point in time, I was pretty much, in my group of friends, the goofy sidekick, and Daphne was the goofy sidekick. So I kind of felt like I was going in and just continuing on my life, really. It was really easy to play. It was really easy for me to play Daphne. She was pretty much me at that point in time.
One thing that, when the job first came up, I remember my agent saying, "Oh, well, they want you for this," and I was like, "Uh-huh." And he said, "Now, you do understand there is going to be nudity." And I said, "I have to get naked?" And they was like, no. Just everything. I said, "Okay, I don't care. That's good." Like, as long as it's not me.
I don't need a microphone, that's fine. This is for Sherry. I know that you said that I heard that you enjoy dancing and singing and.
Oh my God, I have no idea who put that on that thing.
No?
But anyway, yes, I enjoy dancing and singing and reading. Yeah.
I was just asking, do you do anything like any dance aerobics, or do you do? I mean, how do you keep your practice, or do you do anything?
I'm really hot in front of my mirror. No, I started as a singer dancer, but I haven't really done it professionally for.
Maybe not professionally, but I mean, sometimes you still like to keep up the craft, whatever. No?
Yeah, I get in front of my mirror.
You sound great right now.
Yeah.
So this is for Randy. Who inspires you? Like, what artists do you look at and think like, wow, that's my inspiration?
I don't have any one specific person. I find that every time I have a job, every time I'm with a group of artists in rehearsal, on set, there's always people who you're like that you learn from. I mean, especially when I was in Queer as Folk, I was like the baby, so everybody had something to teach me, and everybody was a role model. There were different aspects of the way everybody approached working that I was like, I want to be like that in that way, I want to be like that in that way. But I don't have any one specific person. And now it's now I'm kind of in the middle. And
that's so weird to hear him say that. He's still my baby boy.
But I find it kind of remarkable how much you learn from people younger than you, and I kind of wondered what I was like from an older perspective when I was such a fucking
you know what
kid.
you were like? You were so honest.
Really?
Yes. I maybe you felt like you were acting your little face off, but it never came that way. I always felt like you were just so real and open, and even sometimes when we felt embarrassed, I remember having to dance. We had to dance with each other one time.
Yeah.
And we were both kind of like, but it worked because you know, it was real. Yeah. Anyway.
They did bring up in the last thing they were talking about things they didn't like that our character did, and I had completely forgotten. But I remember how hard it was and how kind of mad I was about the storyline where I disapprove of your relationship when you're dating him. Do you remember that? I totally forgot about that.
Near the end.
It was near the end.
Right.
And it was so hard for me.
Oh my God, I did have a younger guy.
Yeah,
And he was very tall and good looking.
yeah, he was.
Right.
His name was Taco? I had written the chef, his name would have been Taco. Anything else?
Oh gosh, give me a little more hints. I'm sorry. Well, I might have said that. I don't recall actually doing it. Would have been fun, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that.
You were probably joking, but I remembered it.
Great. I'm gonna watch my jokes. But, I imagine a lot of people would have liked to.
Well, we were all
hang out
envious.
in bed. Pardon me.
We were all envious when you said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question that's just been bugging me, and you probably won't remember the scene, but I want to just ask you a question. It's the scene where Justin is tearing up his room.
I remember that scene.
Because you have forbidden him to see.
Oh my
Ryan.
gosh.
He's having
I
nightmares.
just remembered that too.
There is a scene.
You really rocked it. Oh man. I was like, oh.
You did it so well to the extent that he slammed you into a bed, and I always wondered how many times you had to rehearse that because it didn't look like it was a gentle slam. It looked like he really slammed you into the bed. And I always said, did he hurt her? I wondered, did she get hurt? Or was that choreographed?
He just about sent me to the hospital. And we had a bit of a problem. Got over it, moved on for the sake of the show. You know what? And it must have been very well choreographed because I don't even remember that part. I just remember Randy tearing the shit out of the place and going, holy, wow, this is great.
I remember that. It's one of the fun things about being an actor. It's like, they can build a room for you, and they're like, you can break everything. You're like, yes! You need to do this for an entire season. I remember throwing a chair against a closet and breaking a door or something.
Yeah.
I did actually hit the guy who played my father. And busted his chin open, if anybody remembers. It was really bad.
That's right.
Nobody deserved it. Nobody deserved it. The fight director assured me that it was his fault, but in retrospect, I realized that I was higher up on the chain, so of course he was going to say that. And I still feel bad about it because he had a commercial shoot the next day, and was so pissed he was going to get fired about it because his chin was busted open. Oh, it was terrible. I felt really bad about it. Yeah, so I did actually pummel the guy who played my father in the face. And no, he was a nice guy. He didn't deserve it. The character did, sure. Oh, that was bad. Maybe it wasn't my fault.
This is amazing. Things come back. It's been so long, and oh yeah, that. It's really fun. Thanks.
What's that?
You going out the door,
grabs him and kisses him and pushes him backwards, and it's on the blooper reel the whole.
Oh yeah. Stuff like that happened a lot. Especially near the end, I got kind of crazy. Right. Didn't I throw something at someone in one of those blooper reels? I just remember it was so stupid. Yeah.
So when you have kind of scenes where you're using the gun, is that like really hard to do? It seems like it's such a violent thing for this character.
I'm always scared when I have a gun in my hand.
Like, how often do you?
Just then. Well, I think that was after I had done a TV movie this summer, like the hiatus before, where I had like 4 days of gun training in Vancouver, where I was shooting these crazy things. It was terrifying. I had to put a gun in someone's mouth. It's very terrible. It's a terrible thing. It's easy to act it because it's scary, and it was really upsetting.
It was upsetting to watch.
It was upsetting. Yeah. That was another scene though where there were fucking planes going over like crazy. I remember that.
So you had to.
We had to keep on
Doing
pausing.
it over and over and over.
A lot of planes going over. It took a lot longer. They're everywhere.
Okay, I go.
Yeah.
Makyla, you have a daughter now. Do you see her taking dance classes? Do you see her?
I think I might be a crazy dance mom. I see it in my future. She doesn't know, but it's coming. It's coming.
You mean kind of like all the pictures of her dancing in her little birthday dress we had to look at today?
Yes. I've been showing her off today. Yeah, for sure. I love dance. I'm not a dancer myself. I did tap dancing when I was really, really small, but for sure, I hope that's something that she's interested in and wants to pursue. I think it's awesome. I think using your body and expressing yourself in that way and along with music is just great. So, crazy dance mom.
Welcome. Okay, we have a couple more questions. So my question was also from Makyla. I guess Randy can give his opinion too, but Daphne and Brian had a couple of scenes together that were like really good. I thought like they could have like a great friendship, and there's a lot of like headcanons by fans that if Justin left for New York, that if Brian and Justin stay together, then Daphne and Brian would become best friends in his absence. So I wanted to know what it was like filming with Gail and what your opinion is on that.
Okay, so basically, you know how I said I was pretty much Daphne? I was pretty much Daphne. I was honestly, I think I was terrified of I
He was crushing on Gail.
Maybe. But I was always shy when I was in scenes with him. I was a little bit nervous, and so I think that came across because that's exactly how I was feeling.
It's not when you punch him. Punch him?
I don't remember.
An arm, you were hurting your friend. He was hurting you, and you punched him in the arm.
That was tough. That was tough. Well, I stick up for my bestie. Right?
So, with Gail, Sherry, how about the scene where you went to the box and found the dating? How was that?
Yeah. It is coming back to me. And we got through it. It wasn't as difficult as you might know. Honestly, I mean, Gail's a great-looking guy, and but a bit young. So. You're right. But you know what? I don't think Jennifer would have been his cup of tea. So, yeah.
I just remember that Tucker rode a motorcycle. I remember watching him put on a helmet, drive away on a motorcycle.
Except I just remembered that too, and I kept putting the helmet on the wrong way. So it would be like looking at the front of the. No, Sherry. This is the way you put a helmet on. Wow. Memories. We're so cool.
We have time for one more question.
One more, guys.
So one of my favorite scenes of Daphne and Justin is when the sweetest scene is when he becomes your first, and it's just so sweet and so honest. I'm talking to Daphne.
No, I know, but he becomes her
First, right in Michael's bedroom. Right.
Okay.
And so, are any thoughts on that and what that experience maybe was like? It was so sweet, so innocent.
I remember. It was awkward. It was awkward.
I remember it's so funny, but like I'd done so many sex scenes with guys at that point, and I remember with you I was like so scared of like hurting you. Like yeah, I was like, can I do this? Which I mean worked for the scene. Meanwhile, like I've been thrown around the room by like half the gay population of Toronto. But I was like, oh, this is. I just remember not wanting to. But you were. I was like, is she underage? No, you were 18.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We hope.
I remember you had a really pretty bra on.
Yes. I mean, the whole. It was my first time doing anything like that, and I had no idea what to expect. But I do remember Justin being a gentleman, and it was weird. It was weird.
You guys actually, your characters actually.
Yes, we made love.
Well, and you didn't cure him? I wouldn't have had a plot line.
This was all at my behest, right?
Yeah.
I remember. I wanted to.
Yeah,
I wanted to go. Yeah. Okay.
Pop that chair.
I think one of my favorite scenes was actually the scene that played shortly after that, where I walked into the diner and I just kind of, I like butterfly was playing or something.
I remember you always got like cool hair.
Yes.
Cool. You always like were super excited when you came out of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm like something cool and different every time.
Big hair.
Big hair. Is that it?
More.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Let's see.